A lot of people don't realize it, but my name is May Pang, and I was the girlfriend of John Lennon back in what they now call it as the Lost Weekend. And it was, people think it was a tumultuous time, it was a battered time, it was his downfall. And it really, they've stretched the truth on that one, because it really wasn't as bad as everybody wants to make it, even though John said it. But what are you going to say when you're back at the Dakota and your wife is sitting next to you that you had a great time? So it really, because if everybody really looked at it, there's a lot of myths. If everybody really looked at it during that time period that I was with John, over a year and a half, it was not a weekend. It was longer than that, much longer, and we did more work and more. Was so creative in that time period than any part of his solo career.
What's the thing that most people miss about John Lennon that you wouldn't know unless you?
Well, you know what? It was his wit. It was his everyday thinking process. You know, he would say something. A lot of people don't realize because we're so used to it. But you know how he saw things, whether it be peace, was like give peace a chance. All you need is love. Instant karma. It's all done in his 5 words or less. You know, and he can convey that message to the world. So it was interesting. Mm-hmm. But it was, and obviously his words live on, and we're very lucky to have had him, you know, while we did.
Can you believe the passage of time?
I can't. Only I know. I can feel it for myself, but, you know, as getting older, but, you know, when you look back and you go, when you talk to someone, you say it's 30 years that he's been gone. You can't think of it. You know, it's hard to fathom. And same thing that, you know, he would have been 70. And yet I see Ringo, and Ringo looks like Ringo. He looks great for 70, Ringo.
Right. So can you imagine John at 70?
No.
What would he be like?
I can't, because we had him frozen in time.